Morning Abotai, Lag Ba'omer Sameach. Make sure today to tap into the light of Rabbi Shimon that filled the entire world with his Torah. Learn some of his Torah from Mishnayot, Talmud, Zohar Kadosh, in order to tap into that legacy of Rabbi Shimon. I got a question yesterday multiple times, and I decided to address it. Tomorrow morning, when it becomes permissible for Sfaradim to take haircuts and shaving, besides for the Mekubalim go all the way until Erev Shavuot, and then they take their haircuts then. But for the Pashtanim, those who don't follow necessarily the Kabbalah, it becomes mutar tomorrow morning. What's the Halacha? Because I did say yesterday, after Tfilat Shacharit, that's when it becomes mutar. Now again, in terms of Avilut, the rule by Avilut is Miktzat Hayom Kekulo, which means that when you observe a portion of the day, it's considered like you observed the entire day, and therefore it becomes mutar, just like Shiv'ah expires in the morning. Shloshim expires in the morning. The same thing happens with Lad Ba'omer, that these restrictions expire in the morning. But what about before Tefillah? Now, technically, you don't need to pray Shacharit in order for it to be considered morning. Morning is morning, even before Shacharit. There's an issue, nevertheless. If you look in Shulchan Aruch Siman Petet, in Orach Chaim it discusses a person should not be osek bitzrachav lifnei tefillah. A person should not engage in his own pursuits before Tfilat Shacharit. Now, that means business and all sorts of things like that. There's a question among the poskim, what about haircuts and shaving? Hagon Yalkut Yosef writes in Siman Petet, he says, for those who are noheg, those who customarily shave every day, it is permissible to shave before the tefillah. Why? Because that's something also that enhances your tefillah. You come to tefillah looking fresher, looking nicer, just like you're allowed to take a shower before the tefillah, just like if a person needs to do some exercise, you're allowed to do exercise before the tefillah because it gives you energy. Same idea is that you're allowed to shave before the tefillah because it makes you look nice. Lechaura, it would seem, again, it's not so common, but it would seem also to extend that, based on these poskim, to taking a haircut before the tefillah also, because it makes you look more presentable and more worthy of standing before the king when you have a haircut and a shave or a trim or whatever it is. And therefore, many people were asking, tomorrow the barbershops are going to be very packed. So if a person wants to go early in the morning before the tefillah, so that he doesn't get stuck there for hours later, or if he needs to go to work, or he needs to go to Seder, or whatever it is, the halacha is technically, it is mutar to go, take a haircut, and a shave, or a trim, whatever it is, before the tefillah. It is considered kavod tefillah. We are not concerned, modern day poskim say we're not concerned about the scissors or the machines breaking because there's always an alternate, so we're not concerned about that happening either. So it's mutar to do so before the tefillah, as long as obviously the sun has already risen, it's already nitzach hama, then you have miktzat hayom kekulo, and you can do that. Just very, very important, if you're taking a haircut, make sure to take a shower before you go pray, because the cut hairs in your hair can be a chatzitza for the tefillin. So if you're taking a haircut, make sure to take a shower before the tefillah, and make sure to dry your hair well, because otherwise that can mess up the tefillin as well. Have a wonderful day.